I hope some of you can join me today. I know this is an unscheduled live. Call me spontaneous. Doing a live today because I couldn't get the video to work yesterday that I kept trying to upload last night, and I just finally gave up. Maybe it's for the best because I did cough all through the video. No, I do not have corona. I have a cold. I caught it from a 3-year-old. It happens somewhat frequently. If you have babies, you know they bring everything home from daycare in the park and wherever they are, wherever they touch. So I did make some notes from yesterday's, and I went through, I watched the video, and I pulled all the cards that I had pulled originally for you guys so that I can talk to you. I have 2 separate messages for the collective, so I'm going to be talking about those. Hi, good morning. I'm going to be talking about those messages with you, and then just a couple of other sort of announcements. This feels like a business meeting with you guys this morning. Not that I'm the boss of anything or anyone, but you know what I mean. I hope we can all hop on the conference call. I do want to talk quickly about a couple things. I'm just going to put them out there, even if nobody's really on right now, just because they'll be on the video when it uploads, and then you guys can kind of know what's going on with me. First of all, I'm sorry I haven't really been around. I have done my best to be here for you guys, but I have so much other stuff going on. Good afternoon from Scotland. Hi. Hi from Texas. I hope you're all very well and feeling good and maintaining as best you can with this new normal. Okay, I'm just going to button this because that's distracting me. Okay. I haven't been around because I've been surprised I get to homeschool and cook all the meals and all of this extra stuff on top of my regular stuff, and I'm not complaining. I actually really like teaching. I come from a long line of teachers. My son likes to learn. Like, if anybody's got a good deal when it comes to that whole thing, it's me. However, it does feel like every minute of my day is accounted for, and I have something else to do, so it makes it difficult for me to hop on here and talk to you guys. He is actually, my older son is over on a Zoom call with his classmates today, so I was like, yes, okay, so you do that, and I'll go do my call with my classmates. Hi, buddies. Okay, so I did sleep last night. I'm kind of glad the video didn't upload because I was drained and I was coughing a lot, and somebody commented, do you have the corona? And I was like, no, but the pollen here is like blanket thick. So I like to have my windows open, and then I know I shouldn't because then my throat starts to, it's just a bad situation. So if I cough today, I'm so sorry. It's getting better. It's not on purpose. I'm happy you guys are here. Okay, so anyway, first announcement, I am going to back away. I know I've said this before, but I mean it. I mean it when I say it. I'm going to back away from the royals, from Harry and Meghan, from things that feel low energy and low vibration to me. I really don't feel like it's what I'm here to do. And there are so many other readers out there who are doing a good job at it. All I'm doing at this point sometimes I feel like is repeating information. I do want to caution you who are watching like every video out there on Harry and Meghan. Where focus goes, energy flows. You maybe step back from that and step out of that. It's fine to have it like as an interest, but you know who you are. It's not edifying. It's not a good thing for you to be that focused on. Anyway, so for me personally, I'm not going to focus on it as much because I want us to be here to be happy and helpful and lift each other up, and those videos don't do that, okay? And it's just negative energy for me personally. I'm not judging you guys at all, and I'm happy that you found me the way that you did, and I hope that you'll stick with me when the format changes. I'm going to be changing the name of the channel. I'm going to be talking about metaphysical things, tarot and crystals and astrology and oils and life, whatever life brings. So I hope that you will stick with me. Do make sure that you're subscribed if you want to stay with me, because I might be harder to find once the name changes. I don't know how that works. And you may notice if you go through and watch some of my videos, I'm demonetizing some of them. I talked about this before. I've just been taking some of the ads off. I'm not making any money from this anyway. I mean, I don't make enough on YouTube right now to even get paid monthly. And that's okay because it's not why I'm here. But I'm feeling pressure from some people to like deliver videos on Patreon by a certain time on a certain day. And I have children, and this is not my only job. This is like my 4th job. So unfortunately, I cannot do these things at the speed or the rate that other readers do them. So I'd appreciate you guys not pressuring me as much as you can. I do try to do my best for you though when I'm here. And anyway, I'm trying to find a solution for that. Okay. So I have two separate messages for the collective, and I did not write down everything I said in the video last night, so I'm going to do what I call a fresh read. I'm just going to assume and hope and pray and trust that the messages that come through for you right now are the ones that you need to hear. I do have the same cards out, and I have two groups, and you are welcome to watch both groups if you want. They may both resonate with you. I don't know what's going to happen. But I just felt like talking to you guys about the whole corona situation. We found out yesterday that schools here where I am are going to be out for another month. And I had a little mini meltdown, not because of the school thing, but just because it's a frightening thing, because it's unknown, because there's little information. Sometimes it feels like it's being funneled to us, and then some of it is not correct, so it's hard to know what to trust or even what to do correctly, and what's going to happen from day to day. So I am choosing love today and choosing to respond to these things from a place of love, and choosing to sort of guide you guys in a direction if you feel like you need guidance today, or maybe you just asked for a message. I have been asking for signs and messages and stuff, so one of these may be for you. I'm going to go ahead and start with group number 1. So the first cards that came out for you are the Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is for the group of you that is really feeling the pinch financially. This is for those of you who are in your head and talking about like really morbid. Some of you may be making morbid jokes, because I just got tickled right now about, well, there goes my retirement, or I guess I'll be working till I'm 92, and things like that. That's definitely the energy. If that's how you're feeling, you're not the only one. I keep hearing people talking about their 401k has dipped like drastically, dramatically. If this is you, then I think that this set of cards is for you. If you are somebody who likes stability, likes to know, not that we don't all like stability, but this is more for the people who feel grounded when like their bank account is full and their pantry is full, and now you find yourself in a spot where maybe job-wise you don't know what's going on, or money-wise you don't know what's going on, or you go to the store to get your normal whatever and they don't have it, and that's unsettling for you. This group of cards is going to be for you in particular. Your Goddess Guidance Oracle card that came out is Pele, Divine Passion. She says, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? For some of you, you're being asked to look at what's going on right now as an opportunity to quit your job, to find another job, or to just discover what it is you'd really like to be doing with your life. Because for a lot of us, the thing we were doing before this happened was soul-sucking and terrible. And maybe this is a time for you to learn a language, learn a skill. For a lot of us, and I've talked about this in other videos, for a lot of us, there are things we've always wanted to do, and we always say, I don't have time, or I'll do it when I have the time. Well, guess what, baby? You got so much time. What do you have? What do you have more than you have time right now? Okay? I'm talking to myself with this as well. If there's something that you have wanted to do or wanted to learn, I personally aspire to be a polyglot, which sounds funny to some people, but I speak English. I got a little French, I got a little Spanish. I can say words in like Russian and Mandarin and Italian, but I want to finish up a couple of languages, and so that's one of the things that I'm working on while I'm inside the house and it's nighttime and the TV is off. Find a thing, look for a thing. For I feel like for those of you, this message is for you though. There's already something on your mind or on your heart that you wanted to do. It was like, maybe it's your dream, maybe it's on your vision board. Well, take steps toward it, take classes toward it. There's so many free classes online right now. This is what I wanted to make sure to tell you. There are free painting classes, there are free cooking classes. Yale has courses open right now. You can pay like $25 and get the certificate, or you can just take the class. Totally up to you. But there are a lot of institutions and organizations out there that have responded to this in a really cool way. So there are ways out there for you to get knowledge, to learn, to practice, to find mentors without having to leave your sofa and without having to pay anything. So I encourage you to do that. Your next card is Heart Chakra. This is where you are vibrating right now, or where you need to focus energy right now. Notice it's green. It's about growth and expansion. The heart chakra is called, according to this card, the green flower of life. And this energy supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. I think it's very important right now, right? Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. So if you're wondering what to meditate on, maybe you keep hearing people talking about you need to meditate, or you need to, and you're like, well, I mean, what do I do when I meditate? Sit down and find, I'm trying to make it so there's not a glare. Sit down and find a guided meditation on all of the chakras if you want to, or on the heart chakra. They also have singing bowls. I've got a small one, hang on. But they have larger ones than this on different YouTubes, and they also have chants that they do that will be for certain chakras. So you can find one that's for the heart chakra and find someone who plays it way better than I do, and work on that vibration. You are being asked to respond with love, just like we keep talking about, respond with love, okay? You also have the Hawk Prince. This is going to be, for me, in my opinion, a pivotal card in your reading. Okay, this is a message. If the other stuff didn't resonate with you, that's fine. This is a message that's for all of you. This card actually came out for both groups, okay? So even if you're not group number 1, if you chose group number 2, this is your oracle card. I will still talk about it with the next group, but this is about spirit communication and paying attention. Now, I held this card up, and then I wanted to hold up the Rider-Waite cards that came out for you, because actually this guy was in reverse. You had the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords in reverse. And what this means to me, especially with the card of spirit communication, is that there are messages trying to come through for you and you're not hearing them. So if you're somebody who's asked for a sign, who's been praying, who has been, meditating or talking to your guides or asking for messages and dreams, and nothing is happening and you're frustrated about it right now, it's because you are in fear mode. It's because there is anxiety. It's because you're focusing on this disappointment or this broken heart chakra, right? There are messages trying to come through for you right now, and they can't get to you. They might be right in front of your face and you don't see them, because this is what you're seeing. You're seeing the world fall apart. You're seeing the sick people. You're seeing all the negative, or all the stuff that makes you fearful. And I'm not saying that you don't have a right to feel that way, because you absolutely do. Your feelings are valid. Feel how you want to feel. But maybe don't wallow in it. Maybe don't talk about it so much. Maybe don't talk with people who talk about it so much, The Hawk Prince is saying they are trying to talk to you right now. Number 11 is going to be significant for you too, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But if you're seeing 11, or if you're seeing 11, 11, or if you're seeing the Roman numeral 2, which also looks like an 11, that's your guides, that's your angels saying, we're here with you, we're here for you, reach out to us. But yeah, if you can quiet the noise around the bad that's happening, or how much this sucks, or whatever that conversation sounds like for you, then you can sort of open up that door for those messages to come in. They're trying to come in. I feel like they're already here. Like, it's like there's mail right on the other side of your door, but your mail slot is taped shut. Okay, so you want that mail slot open so you can get your packages and get your stuff from Spirit. Okay, so for some of you, this could even be money. I just got a picture of like a check. So for some of you, this could be money, but you are sort of de-affirming it, if that's not a word, when you're talking about fear and when you're coming from a negative headspace. So make sure you're working on that. Make sure you're opening your heart chakra. Your next two cards, Mother of Swords and High Priestess. I love, love, love this combination. I don't know if I wrote down any notes for these, but I love this combination so much. So this is the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. And the High Priestess in this deck, in the guidebook, this card talks about being observant, being able to see things that other people can't see. And it's not only, yes, it's your psychic abilities, and yes, it's your higher self and you being receptive to those energies, but it's also a stillness. The High Priestess is valuable because when everybody's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, she's sitting, she's calm, she's trusting, she's knowing. And so when you're able to sit in this very peaceful, very silent energy, you're not coming from an ego space, so you don't need everybody to know your opinion. You're just watching. You pick up on things. You hear vocal cues. You see people's, facial twitches, whatever. You know their tells. You're getting all of this information that other people are not getting because you're able to sit still and be quiet at this time, okay? Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords, is another similar energy. She is, as an owl, she's nocturnal, so she's able to see at night, okay? So she automatically has a different vantage point, a different viewpoint than everybody else. And she sees more, and she sees more clearly than everyone else. And I feel like this is your potential energy during this time, okay? You have potential to see this in a different way, to even possibly communicate this to other people in a different way, because swords are communication. Queen of Swords is somebody who's very truthful. She is bold with her truth. She can be seen as cutting or critical, but I'm not getting that energy at all. I'm just seeing you as like a wise person. You may be somebody that people are coming to right now in this time for help or for advice, and you're able to help them to see it in a way that they didn't see it before because of these gifts. Oh, and also the High Priestess, yes, she's a number 2, but she's also, see the 11 up there? So I saw somebody in the comments say they just keep seeing 2s. 2s are about balance. They're about duality. They're about receptivity. They're about reciprocity. So make sure that that's what's going on in your life. That would, if I keep seeing 2s, then I would assume that that means that something is blocked and I need to open it. So my giving, I'm not giving enough, or my receiving, one of those is not working properly, so things can't flow like they should. So if you're seeing 2s, that might be that for you, okay? Your last card that you got was the Dragon card, and if my book is out here, I'm going to read, I'm going to read this one for you, but it's fascinating, and it goes along with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. Let's see. Okay. So dragon energy is about seeing one's true self and balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. What did I just say? So you guys have a really rare, I want to say the word cool. Cool is not right, but you have a perspective, you have a voice that's so unique. Okay? The dragon's essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous and visionary. I love that word. And we can easily drop into witness consciousness, almost like we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. It talks about being able to look in the mirror and even seeing the self behind the self. Okay, let's see. Dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere, which is a really huge thing for me. Again, with the opportunity to see this as a good thing, to see this as a positive, oh my God, I can't believe I get to spend a month with my kid. I get emotional. I love my kids. I enjoy the tiny humans that I don't know how I got so blessed. I don't know how I got so lucky. They're amazing. And I love having them here. I really do, because we were making memories. We got to do some stuff the other day that neither one of us has ever done before. Like, I love that so much. I'm sorry I'm so... Anyway, so you have your unique perspective is this is part of that, is being able to see this as something that's like really good, really transformative. How am I going to use this? How can I really treat this like a gift, right? Let's see. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their agni is dim. It's described as, wait for it, your inner fire. I feel like this reading right here, this group number 1, this is for you guys that are skeptics, because there are things on a level that like I couldn't make up, okay? Your inner fire, or your sacred intelligence, okay? This says the dragon is also connected to the 3rd chakra, which is your sacral chakra, and it's called the City of Hidden Gems. Behind these gates burns the fire of transformation. Sages believe that the health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to see inner and outer dimensions. I have goosebumps from head to toe. So I hope that this message resonates with some of you, because something was trying really hard to block it from coming to you last night. And that's kind of how I knew that I had to get it out to you today, because if you read my community post, man, I had a hard time last night. The video itself cut off twice, so I had 3 separate pieces of video. So then I had to try to get those together. I finally figured that out, and then wouldn't upload, and then my phone ran out of memory, and then like all of these, a series of unfortunate events is basically what it was. And I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out another way. So I got up this morning and pulled all of your cards. I watched the videos myself and pulled out all the cards for you guys, because that's a strong message. And we got one to go. We got one to go, and I hope you'll stay with me for number 2. But I hope that resonated with somebody. I'm going to move on now to group number 2. Hold on. Here we go. Oh my gosh. And I'm just remembering, you guys, some of these cards, if I cry, I'm just going to cry. I want to make sure that I said everything. I did have some, number 11, make sure you are open to messages. If you're sitting in fear, you can't get those messages. I have the word opportunity written with an exclamation point. Okay, so group number 2, you had strength and the Knight of Pentacles. I think he might have been in reverse. I think it might have been like this, okay? But the strength card, the first thing that popped out at me is that for those of you that would have chosen group number 2, or that this resonates with you, the strength card is about your inner warrior or inner warrioress, right? Your perseverance, your ability to hang on right now when you don't know what's happening, your ability to choose love over fear. This is representing for me those of you who have children, who have possibly elderly parents living with you, who have pets. For some of you, I get a real strong hit. There's somebody that like you're worried about your pets feeling the vibe, feeling that you're scared, or feeling, just the general energies. Pets and kids, man, they pick up on everything, right? So for some of you, this is a great thing, because you're able to focus, like you're modeling what it looks like to be calm. You're modeling what it looks like to go with the flow, and that may be a new energy for you, but it's coming from this feeling of responsibility for whoever, this lion represents. Could be your pets, could be your children, could be your parents, could be your social circle. I feel like there's you're strong because it's a leadership strong. It's not a strong like I picked up a car today. It's a strong like, well, shit, okay, excuse me. Everybody around me is panicking. I guess I'm gonna have to do this. And so you guys, I'm sorry I'm getting emotional again. You guys are carrying this heavy load. But the cool thing is, it doesn't feel so heavy to you because it's done out of love, but also because it just feels like, it just feels like this is the right thing to do. This is what I have to do. I have to make sure that everybody else makes it to the end. And it's serving you and it's helping you, because you don't have time. You don't even have the brain space to focus on being scared. So if you have felt like super calm this whole time, and you've even questioned that about yourself, like, why am I not freaking out? It's because you have these people that are depending on you, and you have decided, for some of you, it doesn't feel like a conscious decision. It just feels like you're subconscious. You just are like, well, here's what I have to do. So the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it does talk a little about finances. The Knight of Pentacles, when he's in the upright, is slow moving anyway. This feels to me, though, in the reverse, and he's pointed towards you. If I hold the 2 cards up like this, okay, it just feels like I'm not, where group 1 was a little bit preoccupied possibly with money or with jobs and stuff. It feels like you guys are not super worried. It does feel, though, like there have been some of you who were either like I was right in the middle of a job interview, or I was supposed to have a second interview for that job, or they just said, or maybe you just got hired 2 weeks ago and then they had to let you go because financially they don't know what's going on. For some of you, that's what's happening, but I feel a really chill energy about it. I still don't feel any, like, there's a, that sucks. There's a, I went through all of that to get that job, or, oh man, I was on that second step, but it doesn't feel, it just feels like kind of slight disappointment. Like when you drop your burrito on the ground, it does not feel like huge disappointment, like you would normally, I feel like a person would normally feel when they lose a job. I just feel like you're like, that's okay, it'll work out. And for a lot of you, this is a foreign energy. That's what's so interesting. For a lot of you, you might see yourself, and you might even have said out loud, normally I'd be freaking out. I don't know why I'm so calm. But you're doing it. You're being super calm. So I'm proud of you. I'm so sorry. I'm so emotional. I was not emotional when I started, but there it is. What am I moving on to next? Okay, so your angel spirit oracle is Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. She says, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance might be. So again, we do have earth energy in these first two cards, just like with group number one. So I feel like there are those of you who like tangible things. You like the practical things. You like the things that you can hold in your hand, especially if you're earth signs or have earth in your chart. And you're being guided to, again, respond with love, even if things look a certain way, and to trust and love, no matter what the outward appearances may be. What's interesting is that then the sacred geometry card you got with that was allowance, number 9. Really cool one, because this card is about going with the flow. This is about being open to whatever comes our way without judgment, opinion, fear, or resistance. And you guys are already doing that. Most of you are already doing that, okay? When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So just allowing this to be, and allowing this situation to flow over you, and allowing those emotions that come, you know, not judging yourself if you're having a crap day. I had a crap day yesterday. I really did. And then I did, out of character for me, I sort of lashed out and posted something gross on Facebook. And when I say gross, I just mean it was aggressive, man. And I was like, I'm not normally that person that's like, you need to believe exactly what I believe, but I was just like, ugh. And it was from fear. It was from a place of fear. So I had to get on and like apologize to people that I may have offended, because that was not cool, and I need to take my own advice, but I am a human, okay? So allowing yourself to cry in the bathroom for 5 minutes if that's what you feel like you have to do. Allowing this situation to be what it is, though. I feel like some of you are in a space where you're just like, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, you know? At least, you know, I'm not sick, and my kids are at home, and I can show them right now what this is supposed to look like. You know, I can respond to people who are, you know, hogging all of the toilet paper. I can respond with love. So just like group number 1 was looking at this as an opportunity, I feel like you guys are really, really, in group number 2, you are really rising to the occasion in a way that even surprises yourself, some of you. Okay, so here's my favorite part of you guys reading. And you did have the Hawk Prince. I'm going to move him over here so I remember to talk about him. But so you have, these two cards came out together. Like, they didn't flip separately. They came out together. You have the Daughter of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Do you see what I see? We have some dark black and white energy here, and we have rainbows here. For some of you, I am 1000% certain rainbows are some kind of symbol for you, or you have asked for a rainbow as a sign, or you maybe have even spoken out loud something about a rainbow as a sign. Rainbows are, you know, if you read the Bible at all, God's promise that he'll never flood the earth again. It's a sign for a lot of us of hope, of greater things to come. So if that's you, here's your sign, and I'm not even done yet with this reading, okay? So double rainbow came out for you guys, okay? It's a symbol of hope. It's also a symbol of the connection between heaven and earth, right? So the practical and the spiritual. And the part, I'm getting goosebumps all over my arms right now. The part that I need you to remember about the physical and the spiritual is that they exist in the same place, but we can see one with our eyes, okay? So yes, this is reality, but there are several layers to reality. So when we're talking about existence, when we're talking about expansion, and even with group number 1, I want you to remember and hold on to the truth that there's so much more than what you can see with your physical eyes. So I'm not saying that what's happening around us is not real, but I'm saying that there are other things happening around us that are just as real, if not more real, that we can't see with our eyes. So we need to trust, and we need to be grateful that those things are happening, and then we will see them, okay? Trust and know that you are loved. Trust and know that you're not abandoned, okay? These rainbows are symbols. You are so loved. You are so, so protected and guided right now. Also, just the energy of these cards themselves, if we, you know, not talking about the rainbows. Page of Pentacles is a job offer. We're over here. It's a message about a job. It's a message about money. It's something positive about money coming into your life, okay? So you were not worried about whatever this was over here in the beginning. And because you were not worried, things are going to keep happening for you. Even if it seems like unlikely, for a lot of you, you're going to get messages about money, okay? Maybe surprise messages, but they're going to come in. And then Six of Swords by itself talks about moving from somewhere negative to somewhere more positive, right? A better day is going to come. A brighter day is going to come. It's absolutely true. I feel like you know this too. This represents your mental energy, and swords are your mental energy. And even though, let's say this is what you can see with your physical eyes right now, it's dark and it's raining, right? I'm still up here. Your higher self, you're connected right now, and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to choose to see the rainbow part of that though. I mean, it is your choice, and I feel like that's what you're choosing. Hawk Prince, again, we talked about him in the last one, but spirit communication and paying attention, I do feel like you guys have been paying attention. Where group number 1 has been missing some messages, you guys may be seeing a lot of signs right now, a lot of synchronicities right now in the world around you, in the people around you. You may have people, like, let's say my sign that I asked for the other day was, for my grandfather, my sign that I asked for the other day was ballet slippers, because when I was a little girl, I'm gonna cry, he spray painted. We did not have any money at all, and I was doing a ballet recital, and I had needed a certain color, like ballet shoes, so he spray painted a pair of regular pink ballet shoes for me. He spray painted them silver or something, whatever they needed to be to like match my sequined outfit for my stage debut. So that's the thing that I remember him doing from when I was like 6, and it's a story that I love to tell. So I'm talking to him in my mind, and I'm like, okay, if you're with me and everything's gonna be okay, and you know, just we're still buds and you still love me, I need to see some ballet slippers. And then I didn't see anything for like days, and I was like, I know you can do it. Like, what else do you have to do right now? Like, show me some ballet slippers, please. I love you. I'm a little bit scared right now. And what I realized just yesterday had been happening, I had been scrolling through Facebook a ton, and these ads, like there's one with Misty Copeland in it, and then there's one for like a contest to win like some ballet equipment. So it kept showing these ballet people, and I just wasn't paying attention. I got like 4 or 5 of them in a row, and I wasn't looking for the sign, so I didn't see the sign, and I got it over and over and over and over. So don't be like me. If you ask for a sign, this could be your sign right now. If you ask for rainbows, this is definitely your sign, because you had 2 animal spirit oracle cards pop out for you, and I didn't know which one to take, and when I looked at them, I just laughed, and I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm gonna take both of them, because guess what? Do you see what I see? I got a rainbow here, I got a rainbow here. So some of y'all skeptics asked for rainbows, and I got Rainbow Explosion yesterday pulling cards for you, so thank you for that. All right, I am going to read these from the book like I did the dragon energy, but you guys got 4 rainbows right here, right on this whole section of your reading. Does this resonate with anybody? I can't read the comments right now, and I feel like I'm talking to myself, so let me know if this like makes sense to you or resonates with you at all. Okay, so Stingray energy. Stingray is about developing confidence, sense of self, or your spine or your backbone, okay? The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old and familiar and the new and unfamiliar. When this energy is in balance, he is eager and wants to grow. When he's out of balance, he blames others and quits. To bring into balance, I'm about to get goosebumps all over me again. To bring this energy into balance, move through the discomfort. Are we in discomfort right now? Yes, ma'am. Yes, we are. Move through the discomfort. So if you're somebody who, me too, Tabitha, I have chills. If you're somebody who has been looking at this like, this sucks, I quit, you're being encouraged. No, you can't quit. This is part of your growth and part of your expansion, like it is for all of us. You're being encouraged to move. For some of you, this could actually be physical movement. Like, it's fun to joke about like binge watching Friends, and I love Friends, but also get up and go for a walk. Also do something to take care of yourself physically, because it will make you feel better, and it does have those, cause those hormones to release the feel-good whatever, serotonin, dopamine, y'all know what I'm talking about. Make sure that you're moving around a little bit. But this is about, what an opportunity. Again, this is about moving through. And what did I say? Oh my gosh, I said earlier, go with the flow. Yes. Who goes with the flow better than a stingray? Have you guys ever seen them swim? Have you ever been to an aquarium or like, you know, a place where you can pet the stingrays, or even out in the ocean if you scuba dive or snorkel? Wow, the way that they swim is so beautiful and flowy and just with the rhythm of the water, right? Wow, synchronicity. And I didn't even do that on purpose. So for some of you, the energy here is about moving through this, and this struggle is going to bring you confidence. I heard somebody say something today about something about this, about, you know, struggles. Nobody wants the struggle, but everybody wants the reward, okay? Nobody wants to go through the pain, but everybody wants to have the compassion. You can't get one without the other. So some of you guys, this is going to be your story, is that this thing that you're moving through right now, whatever your struggle is right now, because of what we're all going through as a collective, it's going to move you through, and you're going to be a different human being at the end of this. You're going to have more confidence in yourself. You're going to know more about who you are, about what you will tolerate, that kind of stuff. So please see this as a good thing, even if it sucks right now. And please don't give up, and please don't quit. Please go ahead and embrace the suck, man. You know, I don't like when people say that to me, but it's a thing, and we have to do it sometimes, right? Okay, so the next one I'm going to read is the spider energy. If that stingray was not resonating with you, maybe the spider energy will resonate. I get goosebumps all over me sometimes, and I'm like, am I preaching to y'all right now? I hope I don't sound preachy, but I say it like I see it. I say it like I feel it. All right, so spider energy. Spider is the creator of prosperity. This is about life's work and dharma, so your purpose. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of dharma into a vast web that supports the spider and those around it financially and spiritually. What in the freaking heck did we just talk about at the beginning of this? You are about holding up those people who are in your inner circle, who are closest to you right now. You are doing this thing, and maybe you didn't think that you could do this. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional again. Maybe this is not a reality that's ever been yours. Maybe you're not the leader in your estimation, in your perception of yourself. Maybe you're not the one that stands up and says, guys, we can do this. We're okay. Follow me. You're doing it right now. For a lot of you, you're doing it right now. You find yourself in this space, okay? This card reminds us that creativity is everywhere. And let's see. Your work can be like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance will follow this, okay? So if this is you and you are doing this thing, what did we just say? All the cards are saying the same thing. You're stepping into a new position. It's a position of power. Even if you're the stingray, it's about your backbone. You're stepping into a new reality for yourself, a new perception of yourself. And with that new identity, when you confirm that for yourself, nobody can take that from you, okay? I'm about to cry too, girl. When spider energy is in balance, it's appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When it's out of balance, it's discouraged, tired, and forlorn. So this is to bring spider energy into balance, you need playful creativity. So if spider is what's resonating with you today, I want you to get some sidewalk chalk and go outside and do something amazing with it. Leave a message for your neighbors. If you live in a neighborhood, I keep seeing these things on Instagram. People are just, they're so wonderful. You know, they're rising to the occasion and loving each other well. Playful creativity. I think about something like drawing a funny picture on the sidewalk, or writing an inspirational message for your neighbor, or, you know, painting or something, especially if that's not something that you normally do. This is a really, what's the word I want to use? It's an auspicious time for you. I'll use the word auspicious. With all of these rainbows, yeah, this is a really auspicious time for you that chose this group. And I have 2 more cards to go. I have kept it together this whole time, y'all. I'm trying so hard not to cry. Okay, your last 2 cards are the Ten of Swords and the Fool. Ten of Swords in reverse. But when I read it last night, I felt like, and I still feel like it's the same energy. It's still a card of, not necessarily betrayal, but man, I've had enough. Absolute exhaustion, right? I surrender. I'm done, because what else can I do? It's, again, what does that sound like? It's going with the flow. It's saying, well, what can I do about it right now? I can sit here and I can complain that TJ Maxx is closed, and I can complain that I can't go out to dinner, or I can praise that Chick-fil-A is open and they'll deliver to me, and that I'm safe and I'm not sick, right? And I feel like that's what you're choosing. You're like, you know, whatever, man. It can't rain all the time. It's not going to rain all the time. We're going to make it through this. It's just very chill, go with the flow energy. And your other card with that is the Fool. Some people might actually see you as a fool because you look like you don't have a care in the world. But this is about joy and hope and optimism and the place that you're being moved to. So at the end of this, you're going to find yourself lighter, where at the beginning of this, maybe you felt this way. Maybe you felt so heavy and so done. Man, I'm so done. At the end of this, you're going to be like, oh my God, it's a beautiful day. I have a song in my heart. I don't have any baggage anymore. Look at this light thing. There's like a PBJ and Capri Sun in there, and that's it. That's all I got with me. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful life, and I'm ready to live it. I'm ready to live it. And I feel like that's where you guys are going. So let me just look at my notes for group number 2 and make sure I didn't leave anything important out. Taking care of loved ones, focusing on that. Layers of reality, I did say that. It's not about what your eyes can see. There's a lot going on beyond the veil. Anxiety for some of you. I feel like for the most of you that chose group 2 or that are watching group 2 right now, anxiety is not even a thing you have time for. You're like, you know, it's not even about me. I just have to kind of show these guys how to get to the end of this. I have to show my kids how to respond with love. I have to take this opportunity to better myself. You're building the spider's web and making a better situation for yourself, right? Or you're doing what you need to do to build confidence in yourself to become a leader. I feel like so many of you are becoming leaders, okay? Rainbows, look out for rainbows, where the other guys were looking for 1111 or repeated numbers, things like that. You guys are going to be looking especially for rainbows. I would love for you to tell me if you see them or when you see them too. I saw a double rainbow the other day, and I took a picture with my cell phone because wow, that was magical. But if you see rainbows, that is your sign. If you ask for rainbows, you have some powerful manifesting ability, because I got 4 rainbows in this one reading for you guys. And the last word I have written down over here for you guys is trust. But I feel like you're doing a good job with that. You are. You're moving through, you're flowing through. And then in the middle of both readings, I wanted to make sure that I say, choose love. Choose love, choose love, choose love. Love over fear. Those are the 2 paths, okay? Those are the 2 paths. It's not love and hate, it's love and fear. So choose love, choose to respond with love, choose to act from a place of love. I guess that's all I have to say. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to sit for a minute and read your comments, but I'm really happy that you're here, and I hope this has helped some of you. I will continue to do this as I feel led to do it, and you can always email me or whatever if you want to just talk privately. I'm here for that too. I got nowhere else to be, guys. I do have work to do, but I'll get back to you. I promise that I will. Let's see. Aw. They call you Stingray? What is the story to that? I want to know. Aw. I love you guys so much. I really do. I'm sending so much love to you. I'm going to meditate today. I plan to do like a really deep grounding meditation, get my emotions in check, right? And I will be sending out love to you guys when I do that. I will send you guys some rainbow. I'll do the Care Bear stare like we talked about in that last video for anybody that wants it or needs it, and send that to you guys as well, because that's all about rainbows. But I guess I'm going to go. I need to go check and make sure that he's okay and get on with lunch. It's almost lunchtime here. I love you so much. You're doing such a good job. You all, group number 1, group number 2, you're handling this in a great way. I feel like for most of you, you have an opportunity over here to see this as, you know, what can I discover about myself? You see things differently than everybody else. It's going to be of great use to you. You know, your heart chakra, all of that, opening it up to messages. And then over here, gosh, group number 2, man, y'all blew me away. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, and we're going to see it as a good thing, and we are going to move through this together, and then we are going to come out like evolved beings, right? That's the idea. So that's exciting. I'm excited for it. I needed to hear it as much as you guys needed to hear it. So if you need me, it's tarot.goddess@yahoo.com. I am always around. I try to respond as fast as I can, as quickly as I can, but I'm sending you so much love. I am still doing personal readings, and I'm pretty open for the next couple of days. So if you want to do that, those discounted prices are still for the foreseeable future, because I said I was going to do it until coronavirus is done, and I meant that. It's not about the money at all for me. It's about getting you the messages that you need. So, all right, I'm going to go. I hope that you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful whatever it is where you are. I love you so much. Live in courage is what I say on my other channel, and I mean that for you guys too. Live in courage. Bye-bye.